know it's been a few days since this entire situation unfolded, but considering the fact that a lot's been going on since Steven Crowder's leaking of the Nashville Jewish Manifesto, or at least a small part, I think it's important that we need to look at not only the context of what Steven Crowder leaked to the public, but also the very fact that there's such a major political fallout as a result of this. It's only been a few days, and I doubt it's at its very end. Already, so much has been going on that I would not. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of juicy details that will be going on for the next few days, maybe even the coming weeks, as a result of the fact that the Nashville Police Department decided to hold this manifesto for 7 months when all other police departments, in regards to shootings such as a result of hate crimes, were released to the public within a few days. But apparently this was completely different, and now we know why. Although we kind of had, I personally had this suspicion confirmed. So Steven Crowder managed to obtain several pages of the Nashville Shooters Manifesto, detailing the plans as well as motives in regards to the shooting. The plan was basically drawn out over a period of a few weeks. Audrey Hale was going to already planned this out, knew full well what was going to go down, and it was wrong. And yet, Audrey Hale decided to do it anyway and claimed 6 lives as a result. And not to mention the fact that in the manifesto, Audrey Hale mentioned that it was because of them being white, which was funny because Audrey Hale is white. And of course, the very fact that, of course, she even used class. Literally, she used the social justice phrase, white privilege, which honestly is, if they actually think about it for maybe a few seconds, they would realize that it in itself is racist. But I'm digressing. I don't really care at this point because fuck Audrey Hale. She basically killed 6 people as a result of hating the color, killing kids as a result of the color of their skin, and social justice talking points. And again, I'm not surprised by the very fact that this occurred because of these posts. I'm not surprised at these moments whatsoever. What I am frustrated is that it took 7 months and a leak from Steven Crowder in order to see these pages. And that's not the only thing. Apparently, there are several more documents in regards to the manifesto that Steven Crowder, from what I understand, he could not be able to obtain, as well as maybe a video or two of the shooter, Audrey Hale herself, mentioning all of this, as well as her how would I call it, her final video. And yet, those very things have not been released to the public, in spite of the fact that now the cat's out of the bag with this situation, with the manifesto, and people are upset. But of course, Big Tech, within their infinite wisdom, thinks that it was not a good idea for anyone to understand what was in the manifesto. Not only did I see a part of Steven Crowder, I was actually working during that time. I managed to look at 66 and Amber, who talked about this situation. And I would not be surprised if he himself was, censored as a result of talking about said manifesto, as a result of supposedly violating YouTube policies in regards to violent organizations. I'm not even kidding. YouTube actually used that policy as a means of trying to censor Steven Crowder's videos, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to everyone else. Which is funny. Apparently the transgender community is now violent. Oh man, the ridiculousness of the situation is funny to me. And of course, Google has been trying to shy away from this, but considering the fact that now it's out of the bag, Steven Crowder's released it. A lot of people are already talking about it. At this point, the mainstream media, as much as they don't want to, they have to talk about it. So there's nothing really that they can do. But nonetheless, the whole censorship, the very fact that this is going on, further shows an entire bias, especially in regards to the manifesto. Here's the reason why they're trying to censor this. One, partly is because of the issue of gun policy here in the United States. They are very vocal in being pro-gun control, pro-common sense gun control, as they would like to call it. And going so far, and I even remember them making the argument saying that it's the gun's fault, and we should this shooting is further reason that we need to ban guns in the NRA and yada blah 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 blah. They always do this same thing. Never let a tragedy go waste. But now the fact that this whole entire situation was planned and it wasn't necessarily mental, I think that a lot of people are pretty skeptical about the whole gun control argument as a result of at least this shooting. Although then again, a lot of people are a bit more turning to being pro-Second Amendment after the last few years, but again, I'm digressing. The second issue is because, of course, the whole social justice bullshit that's been plaguing this entire country, that's been plaguing politics, and of course, it's infested entertainment as well as news media. It's basically become part of the establishment, and it's a means of trying to control people, trying to be a certain narrative. And this very narrative, the very fact that a transgender person shot and killed 6 people, 3 of them I think were children, if I recall correctly, based upon far left social justice warrior talking points, further breaks down this entire illusion that somehow the right wing is the more extremist, is the more extreme part of the political spectrum. Although, considering the things that have been going on for the last few years, I'm pretty sure more and more people are waking up. And it continues on. It's just further goes down from there. Steven Crowder has been dealing with a lot of crap. In fact, within his own live stream, when I managed to catch part of it, immediately there was I would like to call slander, where a person without any evidence said that he bought these documents from police officers. I completely doubt that's even true, because it's considering the fact that it was during a live stream, or at least within the few hours of the live stream. It just seems like slander. Plus, never mind the fact that there is no evidence to support this whatsoever. I would like to see the evidence to the contrary, but so far, I haven't seen anything. Just complete and utter slander. And of course, he's had to deal with censorship, and now the mayor of Nashville is getting in. Only he's not investigating the issues in regards to the shooting, or why it was let go, or why the police held onto it for 7 months. Why, or even asking why wasn't the public allowed to view this document? No. He was more concerned about the fact that the leak started, and in fact, he's managed to go so far as to launch an investigation into finding out why and how this managed to occur. And supposedly he's managed to find a few officers and even got some of them to be fired as a result. I don't know if they were actually part of the people who managed to obtain said documents, and give them to Steven Crowder. But it goes to show that the mayor of Nashville does not give a damn about justice. He doesn't give a damn about the truth. And neither does the mainstream media, or basically the far left, or the establishment in general. They don't care about the truth. They could prefer to control a narrative. And honestly, I really hope as a result of this, at the very minimum, the Nashville mayor gets backlash as a result of this stupid investigation, and is forced to reinstate, I think it was 7 police officers that he fired. I don't know if that's going to be if that's possible or not, but who knows? Because this is a major disservice. We should have known about this from the very get-go. The public deserved to know the truth, and instead we got a government that prefers nothing more not only to censor the opposition, but to censor the truth. And it tends to go after those who try to find the truth. And that's honestly sad to me. Although, considering the fact that now that these documents are leaked, more and more people are going to realize what a shit show this is, and demand some action as a result. My name is Noah Meehan on The Arc Truth. Please personally comment down below, like this video, subscribe, share with friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak, or any improvements I should make, please post in the comment section down below, or directly message me. Thank you.
Almost